Unit 1, Fats, Part 2, Grade 8, Technology Studies, Food and Textiles Studies. Hello students, it's my pleasure to welcome you back to this video on Food and Textile Studies for Grade 8. We covered proteins in Lesson 1, carbohydrates in Lesson 2. Today's lesson will be on Unit 1, Lesson 3, Fats, Part 2. Health requires healthy foods. Hope you are ready for the second part of the topic. Learning objectives. At the end of the lesson, you will be able to enumerate the 3 types of fats, identify foods containing saturated fats, unsaturated fats, and trans fats. Discuss the health risk of high cholesterol in the body. List tips to limit the intake of saturated, trans fats, and cholesterol in the diet. Introduction. Fats provide the body with the most concentrated source of energy. Fats are found both in plants and animal foods. Fats protect body tissues and organs and help maintain body temperature. There are different types of fats. These are saturated, unsaturated, and trans fats. Unsaturated fats. They are present in foods that are soft and liquid at room temperature. The sources are margarine, vegetable oils, nuts, and oily fish, for example, tuna and sardines. Unsaturated fats are considered as healthy fats because they help reduce high blood cholesterol levels, lower the risk of heart disease and stroke, lower blood pressure. They have other health benefits since they carry certain vitamins throughout the body. Saturated fats. They are present in foods that are solid at room temperature. They mostly come from animal origin. Coconut and palm oils are the exceptions. Considered as less healthy fats, excess of saturated fats raise the level of cholesterol in the blood. It is a good practice to limit the intake of saturated fats for a healthy diet. The sources of saturated fats: butter, fatty meat, prawn, ice cream. And the 2 exceptions are coconut oil, palm oil. Did you know? Coconut and palm oil are widely used in food preparation and in food products such as biscuits, cakes, and salty snacks. Trans fats. They are fats formed when vegetable oils are hardened into margarine. They are as harmful as saturated fats. They increase the blood cholesterol level hence increasing the risk of having heart disease. Sources of trans fats: fries, chips, baked products such as cookies, pastries, cakes, donuts, ways to limit intake of trans fats. Check the label in food packets. Limit the intake of oily cakes, packaged snacks such as crisps and cookies. Limit the intake of cakes and pastries. Cholesterol. Cholesterol, it is a waxy, fat-like substance found in various foods of animal origin. It is important for the body as they are needed by all the body cells, including the skin, for the production of hormones in the body. Sources of cholesterol: eggs, especially egg yolk, meat, liver. An excess intake of cholesterol will get deposited on the wall of arteries known as plaque. This will result in narrower and clogged arteries, leading to poor blood circulation to the heart. This will increase the risk of heart diseases. More to know. Our body produces its own cholesterol in the liver. High levels of cholesterol in blood increase the risk of heart diseases and stroke. The amount of saturated fats present in our meals and snacks should be controlled. Excess will raise the blood cholesterol, which will lead to heart disease. This picture showing you the different evolution of the artery. The first picture, it is a healthy artery. The second one, partially blocked artery. And the third one, blocked artery, which may lead to heart disease and stroke. Tips to limit the intake of saturated, trans fats and cholesterol. Include more fruits and vegetables in your meals. Choose fresh fruits as snacks and desserts instead of pastries, ice cream and cakes. Replace butter with low-fat spreads. Eat more fish, pulses and soy products rather than red meat. Trim visible fat from meat and remove the skin of poultry before cooking. Opt for baking, steaming, grilling, stir-frying and roasting to cook food. Avoid eating too much of packaged and fried foods. Read food labels to choose foods with minimum fat content and those with low saturated fat and no trans fats. Summary. Fats are a healthy part of our diet. However, we should be careful about what kinds of fat we eat and the amount of fat we eat. Unsaturated fats are known as healthy fats. They are obtained from oily fish, nuts, and margarine. Saturated fats and trans fats are identified as unhealthy fats. They are obtained from fatty meat, liver, and butter. Excess intake of cholesterol may lead to obesity and heart disease. We need to choose our sources of fats intelligently to prevent health problems. We should opt for healthier methods of cooking and low fat content foods. Let us look for some activity. State the main function of fats in the body. Name the 3 types of fats. Classify the following sources of fats into unsaturated fats and saturated fats. Answer the questions using true or false. Saturated fats are liquid at room temperature. Trans fats are harmful to the body. Excess of cholesterol results in heart disease. We should not trim the visible fat from meat before cooking. Avoid eating too much of packaged and fried foods. Let's look at the answers. State the main function of fats in the body. Fats provide the body with a concentrated source of energy. Name the 3 types of fats. Unsaturated fats, saturated fats, trans fats. Classify the following sources of fats. Examples of unsaturated fats are avocado, nuts. Examples of saturated fats are butter, palm oil, egg yolk. Answer the questions using true or false. Saturated fats are liquid at room temperature. False. Saturated fats are solid at room temperature. Trans fats are harmful to the body. True. Saturated fats and trans fats are both harmful to the body, and excess of these fats may lead to heart disease and stroke. Excess of cholesterol results in heart disease. True. Excess of cholesterol leads to blocked and clogged arteries, resulting in heart-related diseases. We should not trim the visible fat from meat before cooking. False. Instead, we should trim the visible fat from meat as they contain saturated fats and cholesterol. Avoid eating too much of packaged and fried foods. True, because packaged and fried foods consist of trans fats, and excess of trans fats are harmful to the body. We have reached the end of this lesson. Hope you appreciated it. Let the food be the medicine and the medicine be the food. Adopt a healthy eating style to give yourself a fit body. Thank you for your attention. Until the next, goodbye.